Yo, welcome back, guys. Graded Investors, we're back at it again. We're doing something a little different. Today, this is a fun one we did in the Facebook group. 1 pack per person. Well, 1 pack's per spot, I guess, better way to say it. So this one right here, we're giving away the shirt, or the shirt is in the break, however you want to say it. I budgeted into the break to add the shirt. Thought that was a fun idea. So that'll go out to somebody. It is an XL Billy Ripken. Man, what's up, Isaac? How you doing, man? And here's how it's going to go. 1 through 9 are here, 10 through 18, and then so on. So we'll start at the very top left, and we will work our way down. I know not everybody's here. I'm going to start it. And for those who aren't here, we'll definitely leave the video up as always so you guys can enjoy it later. Oh, shoot, this thing got knocked over. Totally forgot about that. Bop, bop, bop. There we go. That looks better. Let me make an adjustment. Forgot I knocked this over while we were doing our shipping. So there we go. That looks better. You can see right here, I got a bunch of the Monopoly packs. Ripped those myself. I don't know if they're worth it, but I hit some good stuff. I think I got pretty lucky. Hit some really nice stuff. So, it was fun. I popped 6 of the cards up on eBay. If anybody's looking for any singles, any particular, you just want your guy, but like a base, I might have a few of those available if anybody is interested. What does the M on the shirt? I have no idea. This was just made by a guy, so it's an interesting material. It's kind of a sport material, and then he tie-dyed it a little bit. And then he slapped the Billy Ripken on it, so just kind of funny. But I do not know which M you're referring, so I'm not sure. It's a XL shirt anyway. All right, first pack's going to Chris Miller. These packs are crispy. They've definitely been in this box for a while. I've actually had this box for probably, I don't even know. Oh, the M on this shirt? Sorry, Ole Miss. You got to be specific which shirt. I was looking at that shirt. I didn't think you were talking about my shirt. Creepy guy checking out my... No, I'm just kidding. It's an Ole Miss shirt. It's just like a very, very lightweight, long sleeve Nike. All right, Chris, here you go. You got Warren Spey. All right, we got Ken Hill, Jody Reed, Howell, Lander, Musselman, Riles, Pico. We got Chris Sabo, Sandy Alomar Jr., very nice, Deere, Spear, Anderson, Caminetti, Jack Clark, and Derek Lindquist. There you go, Chris. Chris got pack number 1. Hope someone pulls off the miracle. There you go. That's what we're here for. We're here for the miracles. But we do get a Sandy Alomar Jr. I mean, that's not a crazy pull, but, perennial all-star. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's a Hall of Famer. Sandy Alomar Jr. At the end of the day, these packs are just kind of fun. Definitely when the rated rookie kind of became the thing. I think for me personally, I remember these as the first rated rookies. I don't actually believe they were. I think it came out in 86 or 87, if I remember correctly. So let's pop those in there, and then we'll sleeve this one separately. There you go. As always, guys, for anybody who didn't pay shipping, we can hold these aside for you. So just shoot me a message if you want me to hold it rather than ship it. I do have a cool break hold area where, just write your name on the front and then it sits aside until you decide you want it shipped. But a great way to save yourself a few bucks until you get something that you really want, or you have enough that I just go, hey, it's probably time. Probably time. This is going to end up being more than $5 if we wait much longer. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing this because Chris has more, but we'll just do that. Pretend I didn't pull that off. All right. Pack number 2, Santiago. What's up, Santi? Santiago's one of the other breakers. He breaks on occasion. He's been MIA for a minute. He hasn't broken for a month and a half, something like that. So hopefully we'll see him back breaking. This pack is not opening well, but I'm trying to not force anything because these cards are a little bit older. We may do an 89 Fleer box. I'm working on one of those. We got Warren Spey again. Different one, though. Reed, Moses, Freeman, Harkey on the rookie, Armas, Alexander, Shane Mack, Barfield, Harris Davis, Garcia, Tony Gwynn, that's probably the best one, and Dante Bichette. Dante Bichette in the back, but you got the Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn Diamonds Kings. There you go. It's the one you always wanted. Just kidding. I like Tony Gwynn a lot, though. If anybody watched baseball back in the 80s, that guy just put the ball in play. I guess late 70s, early 80s, but I guess I'll sleeve this one separately. I'll do my best to sleeve these in a way that's responsible. These things I know are not. There's nothing to these, really, and that won't even go in that sleeve anyway, so we got to put it in a big sleeve. Fortunately, we have loads of big sleeves, loads of small sleeves. If you guys ever need penny sleeves, never hesitate to reach out. We've got tons. Although I'm also ordering more all the time, so. There you go, Santiago. And again, with this one, guys, we put a bounty up. That was a part of the cost, is we put a bounty up. If anybody, like if we hit 10 Griffeys, 10 Griffeys are going to PSA on us. So anybody who hits a Griffey, I should have said Griffey rated rookie, but I'm pretty sure that's the only Griffey in this. Because I wouldn't want to send another Griffey kind of looking for that iconic rated rookie and get that sucker graded just because it'll be dope. And I'm hoping whoever gets it, it ends up in their PC because it's a cool card. It's one of those cards that if you don't have it in your PC, it's a fun add to the PC. And what a fun story to tell to be able to say that you got it with Graded Investors, graded by Graded Investors, and it just sits in the PC, just something to talk about. Very, very cool. So here we go. This one right here is Jess. Here you go, Jess. We got Bankhead. Ooh, the Diamond Kings checklist. It's weird, but sometimes those are worth money, actually, because nobody kept them. Charlton, you got Don Mattingly. There we go. Oster, Parent, Ward, Bedrosian. Ooh, Oral Hershiser, one of my favorites. Mike Dunn, Liriano. Ooh, Frank Viola. Greg Matthews in the back. For Minnesota fans, we know Frankie. Old Frank Viola. I wouldn't say he was a superstar or anything, but he was a star to us. We love Frank Viola. I don't think you can pull 10. I think we'll be lucky to get 2. That's kind of the 2 to 3 is probably the threshold. There's a lot of packs. The caveat is, and you probably already noticed, it's about 1 rated rookie per pack. It's about 1. So the pull rate is not huge for sure. They're actually relatively rare. It's just these boxes aren't crazy expensive, so they're not worth a ton of value. But they are very cool in my opinion. Again, one of the more iconic. To me, it's the first rated rookie, but I know there were ones before this. I think, like I said, I think it was 86. Hey Siri, when was the first Donruss rated rookie?
Here's an answer from
84. Interesting. Okay. Viola was your favorite? I loved Herbeck and Puckett. I was a little more traditional. Viola, he was the magic man. You know what I mean? All right, that was Jess. And I know everybody seems to have a couple. $6 a pack, why not? Take a shot, you hit the Griffey, we send it to PSA, could be super fun. If it gets a 10, which is crazy, these cards don't 10, but if it gets a 10, it's actually a decent card, like it's worth fairly decent money. Even in a 9, it does well, but again, I think it'd be really cool to see somebody with it in their PC and have it be something to talk about, a year, 2 years, 10 years from now in the community, but we'll see what happens. Apparently, these are all Warren Spey. It must be a whole Warren Spey thing. This one is Laura. Here we go, Laura. We got Horton, Leach, Meyer, Dibble, Vince Coleman. We got Eric Davis, stud. George Brett, also a stud. We'll pop your studs up. We got Barry Hill, Alvin Davis. No idea. Must have been his one good year. We got Morgan, Whitson, Lamping, Brian Harper, Gerald Perry. So you got both MVPs. Where's the other one? There it is. Allen Davis. Those were the 2 MVPs. Both first basemen, huh? Crazy. All right. And then Yet in the back. We'll take care of George Brett. Stud. Eric Davis, stud too. There you go, Philip. Just, I don't want to be greedy, but if you could do them both in my pack, that'd be great. Cool cards. If you get a pack, pull the cards out and feel them. It's a different feel of the paper back then. It's not like bad or good. It's just, it's very different. It's very different. You can tell that it's like, I don't know. They've gotten better at making paper. Let's just put it that way. Counting down, so you're going to, I get it. You're allowed to be greedy. If you don't root for you, who's going to? You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer we all got to root for ourselves. I think you got to celebrate with everybody, if that makes sense. You don't have to root for everybody, but you got to celebrate. I didn't sniff them. I'm not getting like an old smell, though, if that's the question. I don't think you have to root for anybody else. You can just root for you, but you got to celebrate with everybody. Because not everybody's going to hit one. So if we do hit a big Griffey, let's all get excited for that person. It's going to be awesome. Dibble. There you go. Rob Dibble. See, I don't remember. I remember Hershiser. I actually read Hershiser's book when I was like 7. It was how to pitch. Oof. Oh, man. I love Griffey, man. I think everybody around that era had a little bit of some feels for Griffey. I don't think many people didn't like him. Probably partially because the M's were never really that successful to piss anybody off. But he was a lot of fun to watch play. All right, here we go. This one right here is Al number 1, and this is Al number 2. I'm just going to pull Al number 2 down so we got it. Philip, you're up after that. All right, we got Warren Spay. We got Jeltz. Lombardozzi. Ooh, John Kirk. Or Kruk, I apologize. Storm Davis, Walling, May, Oral Hershiser, my guy. How did he also get the MVP? That must be like MVP wannabe, like we want him to be. We got Witt, McClellan, Martinez, Agayo, De Leon, geez, and Pat Border. See, not one rated rookie in that one there. Yeah, well, and you had father and son, right? Because I've got a card from that era with father and son. I actually sold it for decent money. I'm not a Cincinnati fan, and I don't know. It was a cool Griffey card, but it had Griffey in the front and then his dad right behind him holding a bat. All right, that was Al number 1. Al helped close us out. Appreciate you, Al. Always nice when somebody jumps in and says, hey, we need to run this sucker. I've got some other fun breaks planned coming up. You know, just little one-off breaks like this. Not like our normal break stuff, but just kind of some fun stuff, man. Hopefully you guys dig it. I sometimes like doing something a little different, you know. On my end, I rip a lot, so it's fun to do something just that, you know, different than what we normally do. All right, here we go. This is Al number 2. Deion Sanders in a Reds uniform. There you go. Ooh, Bobby Bowe. The grossest contract in baseball. Still getting paid by the Mets, I'm pretty sure. I bet he's got a few years on that sucker. He amortized that stuff over like 25 years for him. Barry Bonds in the front. Pirates. Very nice. That's cool. Checklist, Greg Olson on the Rook. We'll pop that up, even though I don't know who that is. Noakes, Perry, Canseco. Wow. We're getting some stuff in this one. Dave Henderson, stud. Redis, Pena, Fischel, Coles, Thompson. Griffey Jr., we got our first one, guys. Woo! Bondegas is on the board. Congratulations, Al. These are delicate, so what we're going to do is I'm actually just going to put this together. We got our first Griffey, though. Man, is that a bad sign for me? Am I going to do like 3 or 4 of these? Griffey's still getting paid too? Yeah. A few of these guys amortize these out. So, Al, just to go over this card with you real quick, guys. We've got a micro dot there. You can kind of see it. And a little bit of stuff along this side. But overall, it looks pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if this is 8 or 9. That's my guess based on... Actually, centering's surprisingly good. I was going to say, usually the centering's a little off. But this one's actually pretty sharp. I'm saying 8 or 9. I think it's going to be an 8 or 9, so that's very cool. I'm trying to think of the best way to mark this up so I know whose it is. I'll just do this. I know, one right before yours, Phil. Sorry, man. Hey, there are more in here. There are potentially more in here. If there's more than 3, it's going to cost me money, but oh well. Oh well. This one is Al Bondegas. That's crazy. Right before a Bobby Bowe, too. I was actually kind of excited to get back to the Bobby Bonilla. And then I went, oh, crap. It's the Griffey. Yeah, the 9 is normal. A 10 is really tough because like these micro dots are very normal on the cards. You can see it right there. It's like a little blue dot just kind of out of place. And then the edging stuff. This one's actually very sharp. Like I said, could get an 8, but I could definitely see this getting a 9. At the end of the day, it's just a really cool card. So I hope you enjoy it. That's kind of the point of this, in my opinion. It's hopefully nobody's here thinking they're going to make a ton of money and get a PSA 10 Griffey. In my head, what I was hoping is somebody would get a really cool piece. So, not to say we couldn't, but I don't think that's the goal necessarily. So, we got a Barry Bonds, Jose Canseco, a couple nice ones here. And we got Bobby Bonilla, little Bobby Bo. Bobby Bo. So, Al, very successful little run there. Congratulations. Al's got a few more packs to go as well. All right, well, bounty number 1, we'll just leave the bounties here so that way I can know how bad I'm being punished. Was the bounty a good idea? It was fun. Either way, it was fun. All right, here we go, Philip. That's the downside with bounty. It can work for us or it can work against me, which I guess is for you guys technically, right? All right, here we go. We got Warren Spay. We got Warren Spay again. I think that's what you end up making if you put this whole thing together. So it ends up looking like that, which is kind of cool. Jim Rice, Checklist, Barry Jones, Davis, Lynn, Davis, Chili Davis, I remember that guy. Lyons, Dale Murphy, Stanley, Peraza, Matt Williams, there you go, stud. Pagariola, oh, Will Clark, there you go. Nice Will Clark in the back. Al's probably winding down his day. He's a West Coast guy, so he could be a little bit behind us. So he's probably still winding down his day, but he'll be excited when he comes on and checks it out. Over there on the West Coast, they still run it at 3 o'clock. He's still got things for sure. The odds of getting the PSA 10 though. I mean, I'm not going to write that in the thing because I don't want to be negative, but like the odds are pretty low. It's not super high that you'll hit a PSA 10. The pop count is low for a reason, and it's not because some people say things like, oh, PSA is trying to... No, listen. They didn't print cards very well. They didn't cut cards very well back then. You think the quality control isn't good now. It was terrible back then. It's just the truth. Some people think it's pop counts. I'm like, I don't think so. It's not to say PSA and everybody else doesn't make mistakes, but... On opening day, 4th highest player. I know, that's pretty gross, huh? It's pretty gross. 4th highest player not playing. Actually, he is on a team, though, isn't he? Isn't he a batting coach or something? Yeah. On the Reds. Right. The Reds underpay their guys in general, though. All right, this is Scott number 1. There's Scott number 2, and we're going to grab Scott number 3, which is the top of the right side of the box. So I'm grabbing the right side top. This is your 3rd one, Scott. I'm just pulling all 3 of yours so we know. Again, first bounties there. We'll pay attention to the bounties. I am sending cards out, just friendly FYI, guys. I am sending cards out this Friday. So if anybody wants to sneak cards into PSA or BGS, they are going out this next Friday. So not this week Friday, but like next week Thursday, I believe, because I'm heading out of town. So, all right. We got Terry Clark, Milak, Mirabella, Worthington, Boston, Rooms, Palmero, Boone, Castillo, Clark, Gibson, Kirk Gibson, Mark Grace, jeez, Brown, Savage, and Keith Miller. I remember we did a Kobe Bryant box, and we actually hit no Kobe's, so it is possible to miss, so I'm glad we hit one early for sure. Definitely, I want to see us hit one for sure. I'd like to see us hit 2 or 3, like I said. 2 or 3 is kind of what I think I budgeted into the break 2, and so I figure 3 is reasonable. So if we can hit 2 or 3, I'll be very happy for us. I think that's a solid point right there. All right, Scott number 1. There are a couple other rookies that are interesting. Again, overprinted to some degree, but some cool rookies nonetheless. All right, pack number 2 for Scott of this run. He's got another run here in a while. I hope nobody wanted to keep their packs because these are not coming apart well. All right, here we go. We got Mike Scott, Coleman, Gardner, Howell, Saberhagen, Clancy, Riles, Tolson, Sanchez on the rook, Alex Sanchez. Don't remember that name at all. Armas, August, Spear, Gary Gaetti. That was another guy we all liked a little bit. That guy could, man, when his bat got hot, his bat got hot. His bat got very hot. He was definitely a big deal for our run. 87, I believe, was the run that Gary was a big deal in. Gary Gaetti. Man, some Minnesota faithful back when we were good at baseball. Back when we won some ships. We won in, I believe, 87 and 92, I believe. I believe it was 92. No bad, no bad, no bad, no bad. Scott, number 2. Go slow and enjoy it. You don't get to rip a 1989 box that often. Not that we couldn't, but, you know. Yeah, I think it was 87 and 92. I remember 87 distinctly. 92 I loosely remember. It was 91 or 92 or 93, but I thought it was 92. Hey Siri, what year did Minnesota Twins win the World Series?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia.
91. 87 and 91. Okay. That makes sense because I think it was in 92 the New York Yankees picked up Chuck Knobloch from us. Thanks Black Cat. That is correct. Like I said, for some reason I remember 92, but yeah, 91. Hesketh, Lemke, Carter, Guillen, King, Madrid, Bradley, Diaz, Ricky Jordan, Blankenship, Chris Sabo, Andres Galarraga, very nice, and Tom Prince to close out the second pack. Andres Galarraga? Not bad. Too bad he played up in Montreal. He was a stud. Playing up in Hockeytown, USA, or Hockeytown, Canada, but you get what I'm saying. I'm just putting these cards into a thick sleeve, one of the extra thick sleeves, just so you guys have your cards kind of sort of protected. I mean, they're not worth a ton, but I want them to get to you safely because they're still fun. They're still cool. A little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of your childhood maybe. Definitely for me. I definitely ripped a lot of this stuff back in the day. 89 Donruss was around. 89 Donruss, 87 Topps. I mean, those were definitely two that I ripped a lot of. You know what? I'm just going to close this one up. Scott, start you a new one. Yeah, sorry. That was his third pack. Apologies. You are correct. In my mind, I knew that, but apparently my mouth is saying different things. So yeah, that was pack number 3. I pulled him down so it wasn't confusing. So next one up is another one for Laura. Another one for Laura coming up. Good luck, Laura. I don't know what the... leave that one closed. All right, next one is for Laura. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you. Sabo. It's funny because I have a lot of his cards. I definitely ripped, and I always thought it was Sabo. So, there you go. Even back then, I didn't know. All right, Nezelik, Dave Parker, Atherton, Freeman, Hensel, Schooler, Whale Wander, all right, Mac McGriff, Fred McGriff, the crime dog, Schmidt, Leary, Garcia, Wallach, and Dave Schmidt in the back. Dave and Mike, all right. I think we got to do Fred McGriff, the crime dog for you. Oh, the Sharpies just don't work on these things, man. The only thing that works is paint markers, but paint markers transfer to the next pack. So if you set a pack on top of it, it just transfers to the next pack, a lot of the ink. So, yeah. But yeah, in general, markers are not good. For this particular type of plastic, I'm not sure why. I need to find a marker that's like awesome. The Nasty Boys. Fred McGriff, the crime dog. Oh, I'm just kidding. There you go, Laura. That was number 2 for you. Looks like you got another one coming up, but I'm going to close this up anyway. I think I'm just going to try to fit 2 packs per pack just so I don't want to stress nothing out. All right, this one right here is going to Al. Use a sticker. That might be the play, but that sounds more expensive. I don't know. I'm a cheapskate, so I try to do things the cheap way. All right, Dante Bichette, Horton, Leach, Meyer, Stanley, Charlton. This one's Al, Bondegas, Greenwell, Daniels, DeJesus, Smitherson, Joe Carter, Niedenfuhr, Hawkins, Lampkin, and Brian Harper. That one was a snoozer. That was a little bit of a snoozer for sure. Actually, let's do Mike Greenwell. Just because I do like the Diamond Kings a little better than the MVP ones seem less cool. But yeah, maybe a generic sticker and then right on the sticker, that might be the play. That's not a terrible idea. I bet I could find 1 billion stickers for like $7 on Amazon, straight from China. It'll save you money, use regular pens. You might be right. You might be right. I keep fighting the pen. To be honest, I'm happy that it's not my issue most of the time because I just let Chris take care of it, but I'm sure it annoys him, so maybe a sticker is a good idea. All right, that one was Al. I think we got... Oh, no, there we go. Sharpies aren't bad. Sharpies aren't bad. You can get them at Costco. Anything you can get at Costco is usually a pretty fair deal. Costco does a great job of keeping their prices down for sure. I usually get a bazillion Sharpies for like $28 at Costco. But they run out fast with the other things, so that might be the play as a sticker. Just a generic. So I'll look into that for sure. All right. After Al, next up, Scott Ludvigsen for 4. All right, Scooter, here you go, brother. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Good luck, Scooter. Here we go. Looking for another Rook. Looking for another Griffey. But definitely another Rook. All right. Base out of the way. Boop, boop, boop. Clark. Mirabella. Ooh, Dave Henderson. Long. Ryan Sandberg. There you go. Andre Dawson, another stud. Bozio. Ooh, Tony Gwynn. Wow, this is a good one. Valenzuela. I mean, stud. Brown, Savage, and Keith Miller. Wow, that's a tough one. I kind of got to... Is Tony Gwynn the best one? I don't know. Ryan Sandberg's got to be right there. But we'll give it to Tony Gwynn for the top load. Just because I do like to top load a couple cards to make sure they get to you guys safely. I know, again, they're not big cards. It's fun, though. Scooter number 1 of 4. I think the other thing that it might help is sometimes it's hard to see the names when we write them on there because they don't go on well. So I think Scooter's probably got a real good idea there with the... I'm going to look into that before our next breaks for sure. Might look into that tonight. All right, Scott, here's your number 2. Jeff Robinson. Hernandez, Edgar Martinez, there you go. Barry Jones, he's a guy for me. Frazier, McReynolds, Mahler, Hayward, Ricky Henderson, let's go. And Dennis Cook. Ricky Henderson with the Yankers. Crazy. What a career, man. Ricky Henderson's a monster. Somebody had made a video that by the numbers, Ricky Henderson is the greatest baseball player to ever live just because of how effective he was all the way around. 5-tool player and just an absolute menace on the base path. One of the most, if not the most effective baseball player of all time. Thought that was pretty interesting. I definitely think that he helped his team win a lot of games, which is pretty sick. I don't know. Hey Siri, what's Edgar Martinez's rookie year?
Here's an answer from baseballalmanac.com. Martinez,
87 maybe.
When he broke into the big leagues on
87 or
September
88.
1987 with the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah. September 12th is when he started, 1987. So 87 or 88. So this would have been like a third-year card, second to third-year card. That did not come across well, but there you go. All right, Scooter, here you go, man. Molinix, Drabeck, Paredes, Cameron Drew, we got a rookie, finally. Smoltzy, there he is. Canseco, 40-40 Club, Dave Henderson, Redis, Jones, Biggio, he was a stud. Reynolds, Butler, and Tom Gordon. Ooh, 2 rated rookies. Let's get these rated rookies out of the way. I guess we got to give it to Canseco. Hey, what's going on, Willie? Yeah, well, that and the speed of the game and a couple other things are definitely going to drive the number of stolen bases up for sure. Because a pitcher can only look you off, what, twice per inning or something silly? It's stupid. What they can do and can't do is just absolutely stupid. Yeah, the Killer Bees. Biggio, Bell, Bagwell, right? Biggio, Bagwell, and Bell. I thought that's who it was. Tell me if I'm wrong. But I think it's Biggio, Bell, and Bagwell. They all played for the Astros. I'm remembering Astros. Tell me if that's wrong. Good, Willie. Fun day, man. Good weather we got down this way, huh? Weather's been nice today. It's like 83, 80, 83. Yeah, 2 times per inning, correct, or per game? I think it's per inning, correct? So they got to be real, like, conscientious of when they use that. Which is kind of wild when you think about it. Because 2 times an inning, man, there were guys getting looked off 3 times just the same guy. Per batter? Okay. So that's a little better, but it still feels constrictive if they screw up. We got Skinner, Dalton, Santiago, Burns, Young, you like how I skipped that name, Howe, Andre Dawson, Snyder, Witt, McClellan, Dempsey, and Tim Jones. Tim Jones. Yeah, these cards have an interesting feel, man. Interesting feel. Of course, you guys know I rip a lot of new product with you guys, and man, it's got a really different feel compared to new product for sure. Again, it's not like bad, it just, I don't know, it feels a lot more papery. Right, exactly. They would use the throw to hold a runner there, and now there's no holding the guy there. Like, you basically, it's different. It's a different level of gamemanship, which is going to be interesting. They've got to adapt. The runners get to adapt, so it's going to be interesting. So there's your other 2, Scooter. Appreciate you, brother. Phillip's up next. Then Laura is on deck. All right, this one's Phillip. Rivera, Gant, Ron Gant, there he is. That guy was a stud. Darling, McDowell, Sheridan, Palmer, Candiotti, Jackson, Diaz, Jordan, Blankenship, Bobby Witt. Nice hit, Bobby Witt. I don't know, is the dad of Bobby Witt a big deal? Wally Joyner was a stud, and Van Slyke, but I think I got to give it to Ron Gant. I love this guy. This guy was a stud. Monster. Phillips on the board again with a Ron Gant. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking around, but let's pull this way maybe. All right, we got George Brett in the front. I apologize. This one is Laura's, correct? Yes, Laura's next. Hill, Hurst, Murphy, Bannister, Musselman, Tolson, Sanchez on the rook. I think George Brett still. Ooh, Ron Jones, back-to-back rookies. Clear. Every time we see a rookie, that's good. It's getting. Ooh, Kirby Puckett. We got to give it to Kirby. Ken Caminiti and Alejandro Pena. Very nice. Got to give it to Kirby Puckett. Kirby Puckett, rookie year 85. Does that sound right? 84. Is it 84 or 85? Number 1 amateur draft. Very cool. The Twinkies, and Kirby Puckett never turned down a Twinkie. Too soon. Too soon. All right, Laura, there you go. Checking to see. I think, yep, that was your last one for this one, Laura. Appreciate you coming out, Laura. Appreciate you being a part of it. Always fun. Always fun, especially some of this older stuff. I do have one more Tiger Woods box, so we might do that at some point. I was thinking about doing that around like a big tournament or something for fun. One of the bigger tournaments, the bigger golf tournaments. So, all right, Laura Ramage, and then we've got Al once again. So next line, you guys can see that I'm pulling from the line. So top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Just kind of normal reading order. All right. So this one is Al. Nick Pace is on deck. All right, we got Madrid, Nichols, Kunkel, Savage, Mookie Wilson. There he is. Surhoff, Galarraga, Prince, Gross, Ozzie Smith. There you go. That's one of our favorites. We got Howell, Laudner, and Hillegas. Ozzie Smith, man. What did they used to call him? Something, the magician, something. The Wizard, right? Wizard, correct? Pretty sure Ozzie Smith was the Wizard. I had his poster on my wall, and I'm picturing him on the poster, but I can't remember what the nickname was, but I'm pretty sure it's the Wizard. Because that guy had a very, very wide range there at shortstop. He would pull some stuff off. Man, this one does not want to go in. Not sure why that's... Okay, there we go. Easy enough. Just made me work. All right, Al, there you go, brother. Still got a couple more coming up. Nick Pace with Trevor on deck. All right, here you go, Nick. Good luck, sir. Good luck. I don't know if this is a good sign or bad sign, Nick, but that package, I ripped all the way around it before I ripped through it. Jerry Brown, Whale Wander, Mac, Wells. We're hitting Oral Hershiser, very nice. A little bit of a run here that we've seen before. Lamp, Cotto, that's a new one. Pendleton, Aquino, Stanley, and Charlton. Oral Hershiser, though. Stud. Won a World Series for sure with the Dodgers. Let's go. See, that's the way it's supposed to go in, just all nice. All right, there you go, Nick. That's pack number 1. I know you got a second one coming up, I believe. Next up is Lancaster. Good luck, sir. And I believe Trevor has 1. Oh, no, Trevor has 2. Sorry about that. Trevor does have 2. For some reason, I only saw the 1 for a second there. Looks like this is going to be another slow burn. All right, here we go. Fred McGriff, Crime Dog. Eric Davis, stud. George Brett, stud. Wow. Smithson, Davis, Horton, Gruber, Davis, Nelson, Skinner, Dalton, Roden, Virgil, and Steinbach. I think we do George Brett out of that. there you go, Trevor. Pack number 1. Next up is one more Nick Pace. Double the pleasure, double the fun. Double mint, double mint, double mint gum, which, by the way, was like a real commercial. I feel bad for all the twins who now are out of work. They used to have double mint gum at least. All right, there's Lancaster. Appreciate you, brother. Next up, Nick Pace. Here you go, brother. Nick Pace actually was the one who started the Facebook group for us. That was a long time ago. Appreciate it. All right, we got Moses, Freeman, Hetzel, Schooler, Evans, Davis, Key, Harris, Anderson, Bobby Bowe, Burke, Tony Gwynn, Bichette, and Horton in the back. We'll go with Bobby Bowe for Nick. There you go, Nick. Nice Bobby Bonilla. I think it's the Mets that are still paying him, right? Pretty sure it's the Mets. It's got to be tough to, we all finance, like a house or a car or whatever, right? But it's got to be tough to finance something that you're just not even using, Bobby Bonilla doesn't play on your team, doesn't help your team, doesn't do anything for your team, and you got to write him a check every year. I think that is the definition of bad debt. Just saying. We'll more than likely ship these out like Monday, Tuesday of next week unless somebody wants them earlier, just in case you want to jump into another break this week and combine the shipping. So that was Nick's number 2. Bradley, Mr. Jenkins. All right, here you go, Brad. Good luck. Hopefully my wife dropped your cards off for you today. Bradley invited us over to dinner, it sounds like. Looking forward to it. Leach, McFarlane, Browning. We got Carlton Fisk, Oster, Montgomery, Moyer, Van Slyke, Kurt Schilling. Really? It's a second-year Schilling. Wow. We got Hawkins, Lampkin, Harper, Gallego, and Hal Morris. That's cool. Second-year Schilling. Kurt Schilling was a monster. Did not look like a monster, but definitely is a monster. You did not want to face Kurt Schilling back in the 90s. He was going to destroy you. Damn. It's almost a rookie card. I mean, he only played 4 games in 88, so pretty cool. Boston, correct? Pretty sure Boston was the answer for where he played the majority of his career. I thought it was Boston. Am I wrong? I'm trying to think. He played a few places. Hey, Siri, where did Kurt Schilling play?
Here's what I found from Wikipedia.
Phillies.
The Philadelphia Phillies to a World Series.
Diamondbacks. He did play with Boston, though, too. Okay. Okay. But Phillies was where he played the majority. And I loosely remembered him playing for a weird team, and it was the Arizona Diamondbacks. So, there you go. All right, next one up is Jess. Here you go, Jess, number 24. Yeah, the D-backs. Yeah. I was trying to remember because I thought he went somewhere at one point that I was like, why did he end up there? And it was the Diamondbacks. But a few guys ended up at the Diamondbacks. I mean, even the big unit, Randy Johnson, played for the Diamondbacks for a short time there. All right, here we go. We got Juan Samuel, Herbeck. That's one of my guys right there. We got Ramison. This is Jess's. Okay. McGee, Kilgus, Ruben Sierra, another stud. Snyder, Witt, McClellan, Kittle, Hamilton, Worrell, Fernandez, and Furman. Got to give it to Kent Herbeck, Jess. That's our guy right there. Minnesota, baby. Let's go. Right, yeah, no, that's a tough lineup. They didn't really do much that year, though, did they? I'm trying to remember. I know they made a run at one year that you were like, yeah, of course they did. But they didn't go anywhere in the playoffs, if I remember right. Or am I remembering this wrong and they lost in the World Series? Point is, we don't remember the losers, right? That's the point. All right, next up is Al once again, and then we got Trevor after that. Oh, they won in 2001. Okay. Okay, I'm misremembering then, which is more and more likely in my old age. I like being able to say that now. It's pretty funny. All right, next one is Al Bondigas. Co-MVPs. Makes sense. Hard to argue that. I mean, those two are monsters. Cy Young Award winners, the whole thing. Hall of Famers. Hudler, checklist, Harris on the Rook. Smoltzy, Canseco, Henderson, Kelly, Black, Ashby, Brantley, Robinson, Dave West. Let's keep getting through these rated rookies so we can get to the good one. And Howard in the back. I think we'll go 40-40 clubs Canseco. I like that one. 40-40 club Canseco. That's the second one going out to, or no, that's Al, correct? Al, and then the next one is Trevor. That's right, because I looked to see if we had any more Al. All right, so this one's Trevor. Next up after this is Al once again. Spike Owen. Edgar Martinez. Checklist. Barry Jones. Holton. De Los Santos. Ojeda. Russell. Pena. Cook. Clark. And Milwaukee. Sorry, this was Al's, correct? Yeah. I seriously just had a senior moment. No, this was Trevor. Sorry, this is Trevor's. Next is Al's. This is Trevor's. Next is Al's. It's a good thing that I tracked the numbers and I paid attention to where I was at number-wise. So there you go, Trevor. There was your second one. Appreciate you coming out, Trevor. Just had a senior moment. Next one is Al's. Because that would be number 27, which is where we make the turn to the last few. All right, here we go. Last pack of this run. We got 9 packs left. Here's this one's for Al, number 27. Nick Pace up next, number 28. We'll start off the new row. There's 9 packs per row for 4 total rows. Paul Gibson, Hubbard Fisk, Sutcliffe Hall, Corbett, Roberto Alomar, stud. Oral Hershiser, stud. Jeez. Trillo, Brown, Savage, Bautista, Jones, and Dennis Martinez. Dennis Martinez was good. But I like Oral Hershiser. I already said that. I attribute all of my good pitching skills that I had when I was in 3rd and 4th grade, 5th grade, to being able to throw a wicked curve because I read his book. Taught you some of the mechanics, which was cool. All right, that one was Al's. Next up is Nicholas Pace, then Al once again. If you guys heard that, my card stands fell over. I got to find a better place for them. All right, last 9 packs. Appreciate you guys coming out. Let's see if we can't pull one more Griffey for somebody. Let's go. All right, so this one right here is number 27, Al Bondigas. No, 28. Sorry, this is 28, Nick Pace. Don't listen to me. Number 28, Nick Pace. Bover, Aguirre, King, Raleigh, Nichols, Jackson, Diaz, Jordan, Leonard, Kruger, Kirby Puckett MVP. I had this card on my wall. I actually had it in a semi-rigid, and I just had it pinned to my wall. Will Clark, very nice, and Guerrero. Sorry, for me, I got to do it. Got to take care of this one, Mr. Pace. Just too cool. Too cool. Oops, wrong one. This one. All right, Nick, that was your last one. Appreciate you, brother. Next up is Al Bondegas once again. Al's going for the gusto. Can Al pull two? That would be gross. If we have a second one in here, he has a shot for sure. He did buy a lot of packs. So this one right here is Al number 29. Next up is Santiago Baca. All right, we got Gardner. Barry Larkin, very nice. Laudner, Musselman, Riles, Mark Grace, Harnish, Robin Yount, there you go. Maldonado, Bush, Meads, Pete Smith, and Jerry Reed. I'm going to go with Barry Larkin, though. Barry Larkin. It's going out to Al. Next up, Santiago. Santiago, where you at with moving? You guys still on the fence? Now that your house is free again, meaning people aren't all in it. Let's see, Al. I think we got to start a fresh one for Al. All right, Mr. Baca. Then we got 4 Al's in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got 2 left. Perfect. We're doing what we need to do. All right, empty. We got Moses, Freeman, Herzl, Brown, Pettis, Brown, Ward, Tony Gwynn, Bichette, and Horton. That was a lonely pack. Lonely pack. All right, so that was Santiago number 2. Appreciate you coming out, Santi. Good to see you, brother. I am curious, though. Are you moving to Florida, or were you just teasing us? Find out on the next Dragon Ball Z. Speaking of Dragon Ball Z, I did buy a couple Dragon Ball Z boxes. So we will have those shortly. I'll do some fun Dragon Ball Z breaks. I don't know what it is about Dragon Ball Z, but I love that stuff. I'm very excited. Somebody asked me, well, are they worth money? I said, I don't even care, to be honest. I don't care if half the teams or half the spots fill. I think we'll do them by pack just because it's easiest. Al, we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 for Al. Then we got James, and then we got Chris. So I'm going to put these here. James and Chris's are right here. James on top, Chris on the bottom. And we did it. But yeah, so we're going to rip some of that. If you liked Dragon Ball Z, hopefully you'll have a little fun. The packs are a little expensive. They're like $10 a pack is what it's going to end up being. But I think you get 9 cards. So it's not like you're only getting 1 or 2 cards. You get a few cards for the $10. It's just kind of a fun one. If you guys are into it, great. If not, I'll rip myself because I am excited about it. Just to kind of see what it's like. We got Pena, White, Lyons, Schroeder, Pena, Cook, and Terry Clark. Edgar Martinez was the only good one there, Al. That was a rough one. All right, 3 more for Al. As always, guys, we appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out with us. Without you guys coming out, ripping some packs, we don't get to have this fun, so appreciate you guys taking the time. Friendly reminder, I am off eBay this weekend and next weekend, so if you guys are interested in anything, there will be some stuff in the Facebook group. Otherwise, we will be back in a couple weeks on eBay as well. Just taking a little personal time. Kids' birthdays this weekend, and then I'm headed out of town next weekend. So we got Paredes, Greg Olson on the rookie. Good to see another rookie. Smoltzy, Canseco, Templeton, Carter, Coles, Brenly, Tom Gordon, and Spay in the back. Did I see a checklist here? There we go. It's a middle checklist. I was hoping that it would have something a little more. I think we go Canseco again. Canseco is a character. All right, Al. 2 packs left, Al. 2 packs left so far. You're the one who got the good one. But there could be another one, so let's see if we can't find it. We got Kevin Gross, Thon, Burns, Walling, May, Ruben Sierra, Snyder, Witt, Fred McGriff, the crime dog, Borders, and Glenn Wilson in the back. Man. Looking for more rooks. It's tough when we go a couple packs without rooks. Starts to worry me that we're not going to hit one or another one. We're not going to hit another one. But at least we hit one. That's good. Like I said, we opened the 96-97 upper deck, and we did not hit. We hit an Iverson, but we didn't hit a Kobe, which was disappointing. All right, last pack for Al. Al, appreciate you again. Thanks for coming out, man. Little fun. Alicia, Aquino, Coleman, Winningham, De Jesus, Davis, Kurt Schilling. There you go. I like that one. Poole, Nelson, and Claudel, Washington. 2 packs left, guys. 2 more shots. Last one here. This one, second to last, sorry, is for James. Waylon, good luck, sir. And then the very last one is for our very own Chris. Chris does our sorting. If you guys have been getting your cards quickly and safely, Chris is a big part of that. Appreciate Chris. We were able to get the cards out on Monday this week for most people, so that was super fun. Love getting them out early. I think somebody posted up there, a PSA 10 goes for around 500. PSA 9 goes for around like $30 or something. So I was saying earlier that I feel like this rip is more about nostalgia, in my opinion. I don't think there's a high upside for these packs. You know, I mean, you're only paying $6, super cheap, but and part of that $6 is the bounty, right? So if somebody goes into PSA, I can cover it. Yeah, this marker sucks. But yeah, they don't sell for a ton, but I don't know. Is any collection complete without a couple Griffies? I don't think so. You got to have a couple Griffies in your collection. It's kind of like having Jordans. You got to have a couple 90s Jordans. You got to have a couple. Just too cheap to get your hands on a Griffey rookie, in my opinion, to not have one in the collection. Because you can buy, I think I even have a couple up for like $30-$40 graded PSA 9s. So if anybody does want one of those, don't hesitate to message me direct and make me an offer. But I have a number in my PC. I don't have an upper deck, which is crazy because I've had so many in my life, but I do not currently have an upper deck rookie. I think I misplaced them or something because I definitely did not sell an upper deck rookie. But I have had a number of upper deck. That was the one. At one point, that was like a $100 card at one point. Like when I was a kid, when I was first pulling those things. All right, here we go. This one right here is for James. Good luck, James. Little $6 run. Let's see if we can't do something for you. Warren Spay. Man wearing. Ooh, Mark McGuire. We haven't seen him yet. Rooms. Harvey. Wegman. Clark. Oral Hershiser once again. I think we got to give it to McGuire, though. Brown. Worthington, and Dave Martinez in the back. But that one I think is like an 8 or a 9. I could be super surprised and have it coming as a 10, but there's a few things I saw in it that I think brings it to a 9 and a small chance it's an 8. So I'm not saying I'm always right, but I've looked at enough cards. I have a pretty good eye. If it came in as a 6 or a 7, I'd be very disappointed because it looks sharp. It's just, it's a rough sharp, if that makes sense. All right, James, this one was yours. Appreciate you, brother, coming out, having a little fun with us. If you want us to hold it and not ship right away, just shoot me a message. And all the pens are dying. The funny thing is they're not dying, just this stuff dries them out. So I think the sticker idea is gonna work. All right, there we go. Last one. For sure, yeah, we can hold it. I'll set this one aside for a hold. Let me set it on this table over here. I'll remember to put it up for you right away. I've got a hold section. If you guys ever want your stuff, like, hey, as long as it's not eBay. eBay makes, I have to ship on eBay. But in the Facebook group, I can hold it as long as you guys, like, within reason. I don't want to hold it like months, but if you want to combine it with your next eBay break or something silly, just remember to shoot me a message. Or when you go to pay and check out, you can leave a note for the seller. Just write in that, hey, check my hold and let me know if I have anything in there or whatever, and I'll put it in there. Last pack of the break, guys. Here's for Chris. We got Heaton, Lemke, McDonald, Whitaker, Madrid, Nichols, Mike Jackson, Diaz, Tufel, Darryl Strawberry, Prince, and Alan Trammell. Looks like we got one Griffey in this one. Red Sharpie, yeah. They mentioned doing stickers, Chris, so I think I might get us some stickers and see if that's a good idea. I think it's probably a good idea. Just get us like my name is, whatever, and just put that sticker on it sideways. You probably get the names on there easier. Probably be easier to read when we go to ship, to be honest. So, not that your handwriting's going to get any better. Boom! Got him! Ooh! Roasted. Just kidding. But yeah, so we'll do something. I like that idea. Appreciate you guys coming out. I'll pop up a couple more. Quick question while you guys are here. I wasn't sure on this because I know for me I love it, but I like my Vikings. So if I thank you Chris, thank you. I love my Vikings, but I didn't know if you guys had interest. If I added one of these, they're $100. They're not like crazy money. I think I'm probably in at 107, right? So I don't have to like mark it up a ton. Maybe I'd do it for like 125 or something in a break. But would you guys be interested? Like if I had this along with some retail, is this a fun ad? So these are, just to show you why I like these so much. And I bought 6 of them so far. I'm just thinking if you guys have any interest, I can put them in there. But they are the gold ones. So what we would do is I'd pay Chris extra to rip this down, sleeve everything up, and then separate them. And so in this, if you buy, Detroit, you'd be guaranteed the gold press proof premium set of all of the Detroit players. So I don't know, is that something you guys are interested in? Would that be fun? I would love it personally, but what I want isn't the most important thing. But let me know. I mean, it's the whole checklist. There are no inserts. There's no bonus pack, but it is the gold set, and I bought 6 of them. So I'm breaking a few down for me, but I'll do this in the Facebook group. So just let me know what you guys think. Chris likes it. I mean, the gold just looks really nice in my opinion. So if I did it, what I would do is I'd do this and then maybe some Donruss blasters and some other blasters or something and make like a $500 break for fun. Yeah. I like it. If you buy this, in my opinion, it's a good ROI buy. They are $100 on Target.com. You can buy them right now. They're a good ROI buy. Because just the Kenny Pickett and the San Francisco quarterback, you'll make your money back almost just on those two. So if I do this, at like cost plus a few bucks just for what I need to pay Chris to break it down and, give me $10 or something silly, not a lot. Like I'm not going to overcharge for it, but it allows you guys to just get your team. But I'm telling you, the guys who get Kenny Pickett, the gold Kenny Pickett's going to be worth $30, $40, $50, right? And the gold Brock Purdy, it's going to be worth $30, $40, $50. And then you still have all the other guys, Drake London, Breece Hall, So I'm going to send a bunch of them off for grading. I do every year. It's fun. That's these ones here. I'm going to start going through these ones here and seeing which ones are clean enough for grading. So they're pretty nice. They grade well. A couple of them had scuff marks on them, but golly, look how sharp they are. Just in general, these things do really, really, really well. Yeah, there's a scuff mark on that one, so I got to see if I can clean that up. So, but yeah, they do well. I like them. I'm doing the Cine for me. I'm going to grade a bunch of Cines for fun. Do random teams. I mean, we could do that. I'm going to buy, I got 6 of them already. I can go buy a couple more. They're still up. But yeah, the Brock Purdy will do well. Ritter. But yeah, they're super clean. Golly, they're super clean. But you grade these up, like let's say even the Bailey Zappi goes for a 10. I think it's a $40, $50 card as a 10. It's not huge money, but I think they'll sell reasonably well. I think the Kenny Pickett as a 10 could go for like 120. Nothing crazy, but enough money that it actually mostly pays for the box. So I've done it every year. I keep my Vikings every year, grade a couple of my Vikings every year. Yes, I do have the Vikings from last year as 10s, and it's super disappointing because like all of them are gone. So anyway, appreciate you guys. Congratulations to Al. Al got the bounty. Let's do the giveaway for the shirt. Good luck, guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Let's see who gets the shirt. Here we go. As always, guys, appreciate you guys coming out, man. It's so fun. I just love ripping stuff and doing stuff with y'all. The shipping part sucks, but other than the shipping part, it is a ton of fun. Ton of fun. Let me get this pulled up. We're going to go to random.org. Let's see who gets the shirt. Whoa. Welcome to the Matrix. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to do dice roller. Let's see how many times we're going to do it. We're going to do it 10 times. Whoever ends up in the number 1 slot on the 10th one gets it. Everybody's in there, 36-1. Everybody's in there. There's 1. You can see the number right here. We're at 3. All right, this is the last one. Whoever is on top gets it. Appreciate you guys coming out. Again, I may do this one next, like as one of the soon. We'll do this one soon. Somebody was breaking down how to get the right one for us so that we can make sure it's one that could potentially have that card. So here we go. Good luck. It is Al Bondigas. Who would have known that Al was going to scoop it? He did buy like 12 spots. So appreciate you, Al. Appreciate everyone else for coming out. Shoot me a message, guys, if you guys have any thoughts on breaks you guys want to see in the future. We do have... They haven't shipped it yet. I don't know what's going on, but they haven't shipped Clearly yet. But I do have a case of Clearly coming. First off the line. I got first off the line on this one because when I looked at it, it's like a guaranteed out of, it's either 10 or 20 auto, and then a guaranteed out of 10 or 20 as one of the parallels in there. So I figured that's good enough that it should be pretty cool. There's a lot of good case hit stuff. So I don't know. I just figured it's going to be fun. Maybe we'll do a... Oh, he got the Griffey. Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny. So had you picked number 5... No, I'm just kidding. Let's not overthink it. We're going to just piss ourselves off. Either way, he wasted all of his other money. He could have just bought spot 5. Life is funny like that. Anyway, I appreciate you guys very much. We will talk soon. If you guys need anything, do not hesitate to reach out. Again, sending cards in the end of next week. So if you have anything you want to get to me this week or early next week, do it. We have a bunch going to PSA, and we do have a handful going to BGS. I don't have pricing on BGS. I'm going to load it into the system. It's going to be the best prices we get, plus the 5 for us and the 2 for shipping, give or take. Maybe a little more on shipping just because we're not going to ship as many cards, but we do have some stuff going to BGS as well. Appreciate you guys. Can't say it enough. You guys are awesome. See you guys soon. I'm out.